controversial, but like this is like technically serious here. Like if you an NBA fan, like this is something for y'all. Like like this could potentially change the NBA in a way. I'm not gonna say it potentially because then me and talk about the NBA. But I'm really not put the NBA. But like this is serious. Like I don't know what to say. Like you're an NBA fan. Like you gonna want to listen to this. Like this could change the NBA here. Alright. So this is what happened. I'm gonna get to the rundown. This is what happened. So like me, right? There's like this one recommendation that popped up, right? It was like NBA players dating. I watched the video, da. So I was like, who is Kendall Jenner dating? Right? It said Devin Booker, right? Da. And I searched up who was I was like Ben Simmons and Kendall Jenner, right? Boom. And I searched up Ben Simmons and uh I searched up Ben Simmons' girlfriends in the past, and then this one girl popped up. It was Tina uh Trump. She popped up. It was like other thing who he had dated, right? So I clicked on Tina thing, right? Boom. I know who she was. Thing first thing that pops up on that thing, the thing right there on the tab was like NBA player had X with T had no S E finish sentence ha had a had finish sentence. You know what I'm talking about? No, S E. No, comes up with S E, right? Has sex with someone. I'm just gonna say has sex with someone. She has sex with an NBA player, right? You know, Trump has sex with an NBA player, right? I didn't know who she was, right? So I clicked on it and kept on reading it, right? It was like has sex with an NBA player. Mind you this. She was 16 living in Indiana. The age consent is 16 in Indiana. I'm not from Indiana, I'm from which is in Chicago. Age consent in Indiana is 16, right? Cool. She cool and all that. But like, still, she's 16. This man was 26. You know what, let's do right to it. So it said, this is from dailymail.co. Porn, can't say that. PORN. I said it. Star. Adult star. I don't know who she is. It says, Tiana Trump, 23, claims she had with a really famous Indiana Pacers player at 16 and filmed their encounter got her into filming their encounter got her into adult movie. So that NBA player got her into adult the movies, adult things, adult sceneries, adult shows. So it says adult film actress said it was the sportsman who got her into porn. But who's the sportsman? You said NBA player. So who's the sportsman? The adult film actress said it was a sport into. Deanna's real name is Kian Nicole Jones, who was on the No Jumper podcast. She said the pair had purchased. We had videos of me 16 having sex. The age of consent in Indiana is 16, so she good. It's not. Some of y'all saying, "Oh, it's some daughter, blah, blah, blah." It's not her. That's not even true. Her name, like the name she used for her stuff she did was that. But her real name is Keen Nicole Jones. So it said the age of consent was 16 in Indiana, and it says she was good. porn star also claiming famous athlete used her social media to catfish men. Who's the famous athlete? The most famous athlete is LeBron. LeBron would never do that. Uh, it says porn star Trump SK has dated with a really famous Indiana Pacers player at the age of 16 in the prayer from their encounter. The adult film actress 23 made the shocking admission during the podcast where she said it was a sport we got into. Haha. Yeah, whose real name is Kian Nickel Jones. So the No Jumper podcast. So the person that like got me into was a Pacers player. All right. I was 16 years old. He hit me up on Instagram. He had pictures. We have videos of me 16 having with this man. Wait, yeah, pictures. Yeah, pictures. We had videos of him of me 16 having with this man. 16 is the age of consent, though, so he's good. In the end, the age of consent is 16, but doesn't make it right for him to do that, even though the age of consent is 16, but still give him a right to. The film actor said it was a sportsman got into. Deanna added, I told him a couple years ago, I was like, how old do you think I am? And he like said something dumb, like 26. I was like, no. And when I met you, I was 16 because like he would videotape me. Host Adam 22 then asked, did he freak out when he realized that all videotapes were child? TM replied, no. And he still shows him to this day. No. Hold it there. What doesn't make sense is she told him she was 16, right? Wait, to this day he still shows him? Like, she told him like she was 16, right? And he still shows them, even though she knew he knew she was 16, but show him all the tapes that had la 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 la. Like, he knew you were 16. Like, you could just delete them. But like, all right, I'm cool. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it again. But you kept them and kept showing them. Like, you keep instigating. It said it says Tiana probably know, and he still shows them today. No, and he still shows them. A hacker got a hold of him. No one ever did. We never had a blowing up, and he really famous. It doesn't make sense. And I told him a couple years ago, I was like, "How old do you think I am?" And he was like, and he said something like, "Yo." And I told him a couple years ago, I was like, "How old do you think I am?" And he was like, he said something, and he was like, he said something dumb. I can't understand girl grammar. Jesus. He was like 26. I was like, no. I was like, no. And when I met you, I was 16 because like he would. I don't understand your grammar. Jesus Christ. Then I told him a couple years ago, I was like, how old do you think I am? And he was like, he said something dumb, like 26. I was like, no. And when I met you, I was 16 because like he would videotape me. Host Adam 22 then acted. He freaked out when he realized that all these videotapes were child. Tiana replied no, and he still shows them. And a hacker got a hold of him. Got a hold of him. No one ever did. We never had it blown up, and he's a really famous person, right? Famous person in the end. The porn star did not name the NBA player, but said may identify another famous athlete that she said used her social account to catfish men. She said no. He went on my message. He went on there messaging men. Hey man. Hey message. Hey, come on now, go grammar. Hey message man acting like me. But he was like, I got a new number. Hit me up. I got a new iPhone 10. He would message them asking them for videos of what? In 2016, she launched a crowdfunding campaign to help her get back on her feet after she was released from jail. She pleaded guilty in Oklahoma to marijuana possession charges and was jailed for 180 days. All right. So I had to do some research, right? Wait, hold on. So she said Tennessee. She said Indiana players. She look. I can show you this part. Um, I'm gonna show you the Tiana Trump, age 25 years old, born August 19, 1995. Right, 1995. This is Tiana Trump claims she had with the Pacers player at 16. Boom. She's 25 years old. I had to do some calculations, right? So I searched up famousbirthday.com. I searched up 26-year-old basketball players. It came up with Giannis Antetokounmpo, which never played for Indy. Came up with Joel Embiid, never. Pascal Siakam, never. Fred Van, Alex Caruso, never. Marcus Smart, never. Tyron, never. Dion Duncan Robinson, never. Never. Jordan Bell, never. Julius Randle, never. And then Jokic, never. Gary Harris, never. Who else? Matt Thomas, never. Jordan Adams, never. And then it go on so down so forth. Right? So then I had to do some research, right? I had to dig in. Right? I was like Tiana Hunter. And I was like, I was searching through every article to see like if we can find his name. Right? So then I scrolled and I looked, right? I scrolled and it was like I was looking through every player like Victor Oladipo because she named famous players, right? Famous players. Victor Oladipo, best known for in Indiana on the Indiana Pacers, right? Best known. But he's 28 years old. And he played for Indianapolis, right? But then I was like, I went through more people that were the age of 26. And I couldn't find anyone else. I was just people that were 26 at the time. I couldn't find no one else. So then what I did was I had to search her name up, right? Tell me why. One of the links were like, Tiana Trump was trying to message OKC talking about when their players had to pay her up because she was using them. She was using them like she said on the podcast like, hey, they had to pay me up. Like I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna be back confused. Like I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Like I'm not exaggerating nothing. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. It's the No Jump podcast. All right, is this podcast right here?
Maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna show you this thing. Is this podcast right here?
They do, but maybe don't. Maybe, yeah. They do, but maybe don't count.
I mean,
I was down.
This is right here.
Not going to report them and that they're not going to go to jail for it. But I just wanted to point that out, just that like their lives could have potentially been ruined.
You know what's crazy? No, totally. So the person that like got me into porn was a Pacers player. I was 16 years old. You know, he hit me up on Instagram. So we had we have pictures, we have videos of me 16 and having sex with this man. I'm not 16 age consent though, so he's good, but
That's
still
not on Twitter, but okay.
I know, right? You're like, fuck, asshole. But I told him a couple years ago, I was like, how old do you think I am? And he said some dumb shit like 26, 20. I was like, no. And when I met you, I was 16. He like, because he would videotape me.
Freak out when he realized that all those videotapes were child porn.
No.
Okay.
And he still shows me them, and a hacker got a hold of them. No one ever, we never had it. And he's
But
a really famous person.
You have a no snitching policy, I'm guessing.
See, she mentioned famous person.
Have you ever tried to air a guy out, really?
I can think about it.
Really?
Yeah, there's this
NBA player person.
I let this one famous athlete log into my Instagram and my Twitter because he said he was going to help me out with business. No, he went on.
Look. And the thing also, the article also mentioned that a person, she also paid NBA players to log into her account. And like they logged into the account. She told them to like talk to different guys, like right? And like one of them said Dwight Howard. I was like, nah, Dwight Howard can't be that. So he good like that. He not gonna do that.
Hey, messaging men acting like me, but he was like, I got a new number. Hit me up. I got a new iPhone 10. And he would message him, ask them for like videos. There was messaging like
No, but she said no, but she said she gave the professionally like top 5.
And he's like,
You have a
famous person.
You have a snitching policy, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to air a guy out? Really?
I think about it.
Really?
Yeah, there's this one. I love this one famous athlete on my Instagram and my Twitter because he said he was going to help me out with business. No, he went on there and messaging. Hey, messaging men acting like me. He was like, I got a new number. Hit me up. I got a new iPhone 10. And he would message him, ask him for like videos. I'm talking about top 5 highest paid basketball player.
Wait a minute. So this guy wanted men to send him naked videos of themselves.
Them fucking girls, or him jacking off, or anything. He get no money or no shit. But
And so this guy is low key gay, and the world doesn't know about it.
swear to God.
You just said top 5 earning basketball players. That's a pretty small little demographic.
Boom, top 5 basketball players. She let the top 5 basketball log into her Instagram and Twitter and start doing stuff. And so when they leave, she gets that stuff because it's on her account.
But I don't. No one would ever know because I don't follow anybody.
Well, dude, there's somebody out there. Just a small category.
I'm not even you. You
Somebody
know who you are.
hit up like Slam
The camera is.
magazine or some shit.
No, I'm so pissed off about that shit right now.
You're pissed off about the fact that he utilized your Instagram to do that. What kind of trusting ass bitch are you that you would just let somebody use your Instagram?
Because he said he was going to help
Right. Oh,
with
right.
business. And then, so I didn't know my Instagram password, so I was like, try softball 19, try this. You know, like they were all these stupid passwords. So he took the fucking passwords and went and logged into my Snapchat.
Oh my
so
god.
he saved all my videos, so it could look like it was him. So dude, he was on it. And he told me because I logged him out of all shit.
And this is a rich man. This is his
super
hobby.
rich.
This is his hobby. These dudes are sick fucks.
I swear, he told me if I didn't give him my logins back, that he was going to take over my cell phone number.
Holy shit.
So there's that.
Wow, there's some weird guys out there, huh? Is that one of the weirdest things that you've run into in terms of just these creepy ass dudes out there?
No. My Uber driver on the way here was being extra.
Right.
He was like, yeah, I just need my nipples rubbed. I just like bit a little bit, and then I'll come on that after that. I'm like, oh, you know, like,
Did you say anything to encourage him saying this?
yeah.
What were you saying?
I don't know. A lot of guys that like that. Yeah, you just gotta look at and bite a little bit.
How do you even start talking about sex with an Uber driver, though?
He picked me up from a porn office.
Hmm.
And he was asking me a bunch of questions like, what do you do? I felt like he already knew. I just busted it out.
You just started talking sexy to him.
Yeah.
And you were just praying that he wasn't going to lock you in the car and drive you to Arizona and bury you in the desert.
But she did mention top 5 basketball players, right? Was March 2019, right? So I had to look up top 5 basketball players before before he can even do that. I was looking, right. It says, look. So, it says Donald Trump called out the Oklahoma City Thunder on Twitter, telling them one of their players needed to pay. OKC players, one of their players needed to pay her, right? In the history, Tiana Trump is known in the NBA. She has occurred both Lance Stevenson and Paul George. It mentioned Lance Stevenson and Paul George forming on the Oklahoma City Thunder and being involved with her, of course, as a man-committed relationship. They were likely never spoken on this. Look. Lance Stevenson and Paul George, formerly the Oklahoma City Thunder, being involved with her, of course. She was 16 at the time. Paul George, Lance Stevenson, involved with her. So I had to do I had to do more research, right? And then I found out Lance Stevenson was on Indiana Pacers. I already knew Paul George was on Indiana Pacers, and I knew he moved to OKC. But Lance Stevenson was on Indiana and then moved to OKC to play for the OKC. And Paul George was on OKC. And she said one of them players. And they said Lance Stevenson or Paul George, formerly of Oklahoma City Thunders. Those are the two players that went from Indiana to OKC. Those two were only people that went to Indiana OKC because it happened in Indiana. She said an NBA player that's from Indiana Pacers. She said the Indiana Pacers player, they the dude, right? The dude with a 16-year-old at 16. Now she's 23, but 16, right? And she didn't tell the person that she was 16 until like years ago. Like, oh my god, it's like a whole article, like, cause it says she didn't tell the player, right? She's in the wrong because she didn't tell the player that she was 16 at the time. She took forever to just tell him. It was like years ago before she even told him. So he did he did that to her at 16. And then never told her she was 16 until she finally said, "Oh, I'm 16." But then he still kept them. He still kept them stuff. And then I know it's all crazy, but like, and then I was reading like, and then I was reading this thing, right? It was explaining and it was like Lance Stevenson has a history of videotapes, like a history of videotapes, and like the White House a history of behavior. But I was like Lance Stevenson histories of tape. It mentioned history of tape. Like Lance Stevenson's history of tape, it mentioned tapes. Like he had tapes. He was using tapes. Like he was taping them doing it. So like it all started coming together because it mentioned Lance Stevens has history of tapes. And it mentioned in the article thing tapes. tape. She said Indiana Pacers player. She asked who she had with the Indiana Pacers player, right? And it said, and it mentioned an article, tapes. So it's like, it started to add up. Tapes. And it mentioned tapes. And it mentioned he had a history of tapes. Indiana, and now she's talking to OKC, saying one of their players, and he was from Indiana. He lives in Indiana too, and he played for the Indiana Pacers, and then he moved to OKC, and then now he's at LA because if he was from Indiana, right? She would never be trying to match to OKC and say one of your players because one of the players like I'm confused because look, Lance Stevenson, Indiana Pacers, right? Where do you go after Indiana? OKC. Where does he live? Indiana. She and Paul George, he's from Paul George. He played in Indiana, right? Moved to OKC. So did Lance Stevenson. They both moved to OKC. And she goes to Twitter talking to the it was OKC, the team, Twitter, pay her. She was like, "Hey yo, one of your players gotta pay you up," because she was using them in order for them to pay. It's like before they can even get to her, they had to pay. Actually, this is one thing. Oh my god, she even mentioned they had to pay up. I don't oh stop. I'm gonna go to it. She. It was this one.
Fuck up, bitch. I got time today. I got a whole week, actually, of time. So, go ahead and guess the fuck what Karen. Y'all got the number or not? Just take out a couple seconds. He was just texting back. Where'd you go? Why are you not talking no more? He just keeps saying laugh my ass off.
There's one before that. So what do you mention? OKC. Yeah, this one.
For money. Everyone knows I fuck for money.
What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I say? I just said. He said she for money. And she used Paul George and Lance Stevenson for money. They were willing to pay up for money. Like the tapes, like Lance Stevenson tapes, stuff like that. Bro, she said she just said she does it for money. So she does it for money. She don't do it for fun. She does it for money, so she can pay some bills.
Fuck for money. Fucking porn star for money, guys. Don't act fucking stupid. It's in text, nigga. So how do we deal with him accordingly? Because I'll expose the nigga right now. I really expose him. Nigga, I'm not married. I don't work as a nurse. I ain't got no regular ass job. I will expose you. If I gotta teach niggas a lesson by exposing niggas, I will. That shit is ridiculous. Everybody knows that you gotta pay me to fuck me. And you out of everybody agreed to it in motherfucking writing text. Like a dumbass. So if you want to be exposed, I will expose you. Like, it's just that easy. So he asked tonight to tell me if he's gonna pay me or not. Because I will be back on live, y'all, to let you know. Motherfucker was. I don't play games. That's why I came on here with no makeup on. The fuck? Nigga, I'll expose you now. I don't have to have makeup on to do
Expose him, expose him, expose him, expose him.
And I will not just expose you, let them know who you are. I will let them know what the situation was. I just can't niggas treat women like this. Like, you told me you were gonna do something, now you don't want to do it?
Because no. No. You told me you were 16. What the? Why would he want to pay up to a 16-year-old at the time? Why would he want to pay up? He knew you were 16. You told me you were 16. Why would he want to pay up? Now you're just using him.
What? Okay, well then you're gonna take the L, not me. I'm not taking the L. I'm gonna expose him because I have a feeling he's not gonna fucking pay me. Oh God, I can't wait. Tick, tick, tick. Text me back. Let me know if you're gonna pay me or not. You know who you are. Because here's how we get. I don't want to be that type of bitch, but I'm gonna be that type of bitch. Okay? Because here's how we get our money. If you don't want to pay me for fucking me, like you said, you're gonna pay me to fuck me. I'll get it from a fucking social media outlet.
The social media outlet she used. She used top 5 players, top 5 NBA players. She used them. She said, "All right, you can go on my account, right? You can go on my account." She gave him her whole account info. Was like, "Hey, you can go on my account." She had the NBA players, top 5 NBA players. It's like you can go on my account. So then they went on her account, and like I feel like Dwight Howard would never do that. Dwight Howard would never do that because Dwight Howard, I feel like he has self-esteem of himself. Cause like I've seen our top 5 players. Like Dwight is the top probably the top 5 players. She probably have Dwight and I don't think Dwight would do it because like okay, Dwight had a behavior problem, but I feel like he wouldn't do that. Like something that Dwight won't do. And like I don't know.
Let's blow it up. Let's let everybody know. I will be that type of bitch. I'm not pursuing. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't. What do I have to lose? Niggas are still.
You don't. No. You don't have a boyfriend because you basically everyone. Like you basically every celebrity, every NBA star. You hook up with them. You don't have a boyfriend because you just want to hook up. Next thing you know, your thing gonna work. So then you gonna be left nothing. But like you just want other people. Like you don't want she don't want a relationship. She's manipulating money so she can pay some bills. But cash, don't be on here saying, yeah, that's the bills. Or anyone, don't say that. She's using them for money so she can pay some bills.
Don't want to fuck me. The fuck? You know how many bitches expose niggas in this club I got?
No. But you got exposed too. You got exposed in a way because instead of finding out, because if he didn't put those, they would never got there. See, I never look at the bills because I don't do that. But like, if he did the videos up, we would never knew. Because he did it. He took videotapes and stuff like that. Boom. Next know, it's on that website. Boom. He know that's how like my man said.
I'm gonna see if he's gonna pay me, and I will be back on here.
Alright. Boom. She didn't come back on. She ended. Between said, "Oh, he calling her. He calling her." right? Boom, calling her, right? Look, I'm gonna show you. Show you go at going on, what's going on, what person said. Calling her. Look, people, he calling. Look. Then I had to, from what she said, was like top 5 players, right? Here it comes in. Top 5 players. I look for top 5 players. And I look for like, I said her name, top 5 players. And I was like, it was Paul George and like, it was like this thing like Paul George and her were like, you know, I know it's not making sense, but it's gonna make sense after. And then it was like Dwight Howard, he like Dwight Howard's behavior, so he could have did this and went on her stuff like that. But like I feel like she instigated because like she had to say something for them to do it because you just don't go on people's account be like, I'm gonna go on your account. I'm gonna see what because she basically told me to do that. She's like, I'm gonna go. They wouldn't say I'm gonna go on your account just for no reason. Just for her saying go on the account. Yeah, she's a wonderful woman. But like she had to say something for them to go on there. Like she had to offer them something. Like you can't offer nobody nothing without offering something to them. Cause you offering them to go on your account. Yeah, they gonna go on your account. They gonna have you like, what you gonna offer me if I go on your account? She said, so then she had to say that for them to go on her account and be like, I'm gonna get these guys for you. Right? Boom. Dwight Howard. I feel like Dwight Howard wouldn't do that. Cause he cool. He wouldn't do that. He loyal. No way he would do it if she would offer something. Why does my niece watch stuff like that? Now it's on my nation. Life is having a little 3-year-old. My niece has a 4-year-old, probably. Boom, right? So then I was searching like her stuff, right? I know it's gonna be a long video, but like I'm gonna get to explaining it. So I was looking at Tiana Trump. It's not Trump, right? Boom. Look. I'm back to show you this, but I might get this second now. But I'm gonna tell you. Tiana Trump. Boom. And then Lance Stevenson. All right, we go to image, right? Boom. I'm gonna get copyrighted. I'm gonna get, but like, boom. Whose shirt is that? Whose shirt is that? Whose shirt is that? What does that shirt say? Stevenson, right? And like I was confused because Stevenson, boom, right there. It said she went with a she had it with Paul George, man, Stevenson. She went up playing Stevenson shirt. I thought those shoes right here were Paul George shoes because they look like Paul George shoes. They had a signature, but then I had to do more research. And look who I found at. Look who I found out whose shoes were at. Look. Look who I found whose shoes were at. Look. Lance Stevenson. Look, take a pic. Look at the shoes. See those shoes right there. Right there. Boom. It has a signature right there. And look, I was going through here, right? I done this link right here. Alright, I clicked on his link. I was looking through it. Lance Stevenson trending on TN says she at 16 while the white. Oh, I didn't know that. That was the white. Hey. Look. Lance Stevenson, right? So I clicked on that, right? I think it's different for different things. So I was going through it. It says it's reality. She didn't say any names, but the streets are saying him. Also came a top 5 earning player is secretly faking the use of her IG to ask for videos of them beating their. This is about to blow up. The whole Dwight set. Yo, chill on that. And then I'll scroll down and says PG wears number 6, huh? Someone said PG wears number 6, huh? And then it says 16 is illegal in Indiana. I know. Those supposed videos aren't. It says chatterbait chatty. And then it goes, nah, those post videos aren't. And then someone said I already just that, right? Look. I was it was actually Lance Stevenson. She got multiple pictures from that time when Lance jersey, even a Lance signature shoe. She got multiple pictures from that time with Lance's jersey, even a Lance signature shoe. So I was like, Lance signature shoe, right? Lance Stevens signature shoe. Take one more look at take one more look at this thing. Lance Stevenson signature shoe. Take a more look. It was a LS. I thought it was a Paul George shoes. Look, Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson shoes. Image of Lance Stevenson shoes. Throwing them. We're going to find out one shoe that said that was Lance Stevenson. What was the shoe she wore? It was that. Boom. Whose shoes are those? Whose shoes are those? Those are Lance Stevenson shoes. Look. Look. They were the LS. People saying that was the signature. Those are the signatures right there. 2014 Indiana Pacers signature shoe. LS. Right? Someone said it has more pictures of the terminology and it has a signature shoe. Boom, LS. Those are the shoes. Those are the shoes that he's wearing right now. Boom. Boom. Look. Boom. Those are shoes he's wearing right now. That's Lance Stevenson wearing those shoes right now. Right. And it said LA. What is Lance Stevenson's name? Lance Stevenson. LS. Lance Stevenson. So this whole time, it was Lance Stevenson. She had me doing research. And then I found, boom, Lance Stevenson. And I was like, it's starting to add up. He's from Indiana. He played for Indiana. He has a history of tapes. And she has a Stevenson shirt. Because I was confused. Lance Stevenson. You have a Stevenson shirt. And then that was a Paul George thing. But then I look, it was a Lance Stevenson shoe. She's wearing a Lance Stevenson shirt. She had the Lance Stevenson shoe. The area it shouldn't be. Because that's telling us Lance Stevenson did it. She was 16 and Lance Stevenson did it. That's disgusting, my brother. Lance. Because look. The shoes he's wearing right now. Hopefully I can just pick this photo up. Those shoes, look. Boom, those shoes match up. Look. With those shoes. This shoe right here. Matches up. This shoe right here. LS. Who's LS? Lance Stevenson. Who would name the shoe? Lance Stevenson. There's no other NBA player that's Lance Stevenson. There's no other player that was the top pick. Who was the top pick of 2016? Who moved to Indiana? Who came from Indiana to the OKC? Lance Stevenson. But they all said, look, he took, and they both moved to OKC. But the person who did that to her at 16 was Lance Stevenson. They both live in Indiana. He played for Indiana. He switched from Indiana to OKC. She had to hit up OKC official page and like, one of your players got to pay up. Boom. One of your players got to play up. She said she not gonna name that person. That person that's a big top was Lance Stevenson. She said she's not put any names out there. She's not gonna tell no one who it is, right? One article said Lance Stevenson had a history of videotapes, and the article said videotape. He was videotaped, right? So then I put that all together. And what gave it away so often was she was wearing a Stevenson shirt, right? Snap. You know that shirt she's wearing right now? This no. That shirt right there. That shirt right there. What's that shirt? That's the Indiana Pacers shirt. That's throwback Lance Stevenson shirt. And that Lance Stevenson shoe right there. That's the Lance Stevenson. Oh my gosh. No. Red, white. That could be the Lakers, but did Lance Stevenson ever play for the Lakers at the time when this all occurred? No. What team did he play for? She said Indiana and OKC. Who moved to Indiana to OKC? Lance Stevenson. Where does all take place? Indiana. Right? She said NBA player. That was for Indiana Pacers. Who was that? What shoes she has right there? Who does she has right there? Lance Stevenson. She made me do all these. She made me do all these research to find out the person who it really was, who really did that to her, was Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson, you're a child predator now, my guy. I can finally call you a child predator. I think I kind of helped the. Like she locked up. She locked up. Like every time she tried to come out, she get re-locked up. Like she was in jail for 180 days. Right? She got out. She got out of prison. Her wearing monitor charges, right? Boom. Next thing you know, she got out of jail. She got out of prison, right? Boom. Oh, she locked up again. She just walked out. Doing her own thing. The cops come to her help. The cops come to her. Boom, lock her up again. Now she locked up. And now still locked up to this day. Facing sentence. I don't know what sentence it is. I don't know if it's prison sentence, jail sentence, death sentence. I don't know what it is. But this man, Lance Stevenson, is still walking. Still walking on his 2 feet right now. Doing his own thing. He probably in LA. He's still walking on his 2 feet. While she in that cell. She in prison, she in jail, waiting her sentence. Going to court every day. What is this man Lance doing? What is this man Lance doing? He's walking free. He's a walking home run, walking free. What is Paul George doing? Walking free. But forget Paul George. Paul George didn't do anything. Like he made a, but that's just not. But like person. Now I don't even think Paul George did that. It's Lance Stevenson. People trying to set him up, really. It's Lance Stevenson. Because if it was Paul George, she would have wore Lance Stevenson jersey and then put up Paul George shoe right there. But no, she has Lance Stevenson. So Lance Stevenson walking man free. Like y'all police probably don't even know Lance Stevenson who did it. I'm probably helping them in a way. But like she's walking on the jail floor, walking cell to cell to cell to cell to cell. She can't have personal business. She can't get her hygiene, this and this and this. Why? Lance Stevenson walking man free. He's going home, sleeping in the bed, while she's sleeping in a cell with noise. She's going to prison. She coming out of prison. She getting back locked up. She probably figured it out. She getting back locked up. Now she's trying to face sentence. Don't know what sentence it is. Why? Lance Stevenson walking free. They probably never knew Lance Stevenson did this. Probably helped them in a way. Cause like I had to do research. I went through so much stuff. It's at that site that she so-called does business on. I went through so much stuff. And then, boom, Lance Stevenson. It took me a while because I had to click that little thing, and it was like, oh, that could be that's someone said Stevenson. That's Lance Stevenson jersey she's wearing. That's a Lance Stevenson thing. That's a Lance Stevenson shoe. And I just searched that up and it was like, boom. What shoe is he wearing? What shoe is that? What shoe is LS? Lance Stevenson. And look. Look the signature. LS. Before we go. LS. All right. LS. Lance Stevenson shoes. What does the shoe say? What is the shoe? What shoe? What's the shoe say? LS. LS. Lance Stevenson. LS. All right. What does more signature shoe say? LS. LS. And it says Lance Stevenson and one sneakers. And look, before we go. Boom, number six. Whoa. Look. I know I'm not. You wore number 6. Before it switched to 1. Those are the same jerseys that she was wearing right now. That same colorway. Stevenson shoe. That told you. Yeah, that's Lance. He did this. He did this. Like it took me all this to be a detective now. Trying to do research and stuff like that. And then figuring it out that quick. But I don't think they'll hire me. So okay. But that's Lance Stevenson. I'm very disappointed. Like, very disappointed. Now, I feel like the NBA is going to change now. They wouldn't even let me post this, to be honest. Because it's going to ruin the whole NBA. Yeah. That's Lance Stevenson. Like, hopefully, make sure I trust. Make sure you send this to everyone. Share this to everyone. Says friends, family, YouTubers, stuff like that. We need this to be out. Like, so, peace. Jesus Christ.